Hi guys, Pastor Andy back for another video, and the purpose is to be able to show you what these commentaries and resources actually look like, so you can make an informed decision before you decide to purchase or not. And this again is with Olivetree Bible Software, and I'm running this on my laptop, which is a Windows 10 desktop, and so the screen is much wider, so I can actually show you more of the resources rather than running it from my tablet, which I do most of the time. So today I'm going to show you a little bit about the Believer's Bible Commentary by William MacDonald, and this is a resource that I've purchased and I quite like, and it is a complete commentary, but a one volume commentary, so rather than being an extended volume series commentary that has quite a lot of detail on a particular verse and verses, and sometimes go down little rabbit holes chasing certain things of doctrine or defending positions on doctrine that really we don't need to know. Sometimes we just want to get out the text and what is the text is saying, and any background information to that in a nice little sort of short, pithy sort of way. So this is useful if you quickly want to check up something and know that you've got or someone has an understanding of the text, and you confirm that or whatever. So this one, the Believer's Bible Commentary, I like it because it is nice and pithy, and you can get at meaning quite quickly and some extra details quite quickly. So let's have a look at this. As with all of the Olivetree Bible resources, very often, I say all, probably not everything, but a lot of the commentaries actually link up with the text. So for instance, I'm in Luke chapter 19 here, and if I just scroll down a little bit there, then you can see the commentary pane will actually follow where I'm going through the text. So a little bit of information of this particular text. I'm on Luke 19:1, and Jesus meeting Zacchaeus, and you can see it is quite small, quite short with the descriptions, just a few lines, just like an overview from 1 to 5 there. And then if I just scroll through the commentary side, then just the commentary is linked up. But if I scroll in the text, the Bible text, then the commentary actually follows me, which is quite useful. So I like that. And as you can see, it is quite short and pithy, and it is quite a nice commentary. Actually gives you the meaning pretty much in a plain sort of way. Just for instance, let's take verse 8. Then Zacchaeus stood and said to the Lord, "Look, Lord, I give half of my goods to the poor, and if I have taken anything from anyone by false accusation, I restore fourfold." And then on verse 8, William MacDonald says, "Salvation had brought a radical change in the life of the tax gatherer. He informed the Saviour that he now intended to give half his goods to the poor. Up to this time, he had been gouging as much as possible from the poor. He also planned to make fourfold restitution for any money he had gained dishonestly." And then this links back to the law, which only didn't demand the fourfold restitution, and it gives the links to the various sections of the law, which you can click on and actually go and read as well. Exodus 22:4, if the theft is certainly found alive in his hand, whether it's an ox or a donkey or a sheep, he shall restore double. So you can see the from Exodus and the law for that particular instance, it was a double restitution. But here Zacchaeus goes a step further, and is to be commended, really. It showed that Zacchaeus was now controlled by love, whereas formerly he was mastered by greed. there was little doubt that Zacchaeus had taken things dishonestly. And West translates this verse 8b, and since I have wrongfully exacted. No if about it. So what MacDonald is referring to West, and West particularly brings out in the meaning that he is basically saying, I now give fourfold all of that I have in restitution, that which I have wrongfully exacted. So it's a very useful commentary. It goes on in more details, as you can read there, but it is a nice size, very nice size. So what else has it got? Well, the obligatory introductions and so forth. Let's have a look at the introduction to the Old Testament. So background to the name of the Old Testament canon, the Apocrypha, and authorship, dates, content, various information there, which is in a lot of these commentaries and study Bibles. Introduction to the Pentateuch, the Torah, the first 5 books, titles of the Pentateuch, contents of the Pentateuch, so forth. What else have we got? We've got introductions to the historical books, and introductions to the into the poetical books, to the prophets. So introductions to the divisions within the Old Testament there. And then we have a general bibliography, which is always good. You can always tell if something is conservative or not by looking at those authors that the commentator has quoted and cited. And then we have some information on the intertestamental period. That's the 400-year gap between the Old Testament and the New Testament, literally from Malachi to Matthew there, and some information there, and information about the historical situation, and which are all quite interesting actually. It's really good to know some of these things and how they fit together into the situation. So it's got these sections as well, which is useful. And introduction to the pastoral epistles. Let's just have a look at that a second. The meaning of the term pastoral epistles, the authorship of the epistles, external evidence, internal evidence. So it's a really useful commentary in my opinion. We've got people and places of the Bible, so there's be an alphabetized list of people within the Bible and where to find them, various supplements. Let's have a look. Places of the prophets, for instance. Let's have a click on that. There you go. So we have a map there of the various places of the prophets. Oh, I've just gone back out of it now. But there's various maps and things in there that you can check out. Let's click on the maps, for instance. So you can see where the prophets came from, into which the area of Israel they were speaking, and various maps in the back section, color maps, which are useful. So that's pretty much it. It's quite a nice commentary. I'm just going to flip back into the text again now, see how it follows me. And I like it, and I've purchased this particular resource and I like it. So I hope this has allowed you to make an informed decision about it or not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some screenshots at the end of this video now, so that you'll be able to see the kind of content that is there and whether you want to purchase it or not. If you like my videos, they're not perfect, I'm not perfect. Hey, guess what? You are not perfect either. But if you do happen to like them, then please like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments what you would like me to review. And if I've got access to it and I can do so, then I'll review it and hopefully help you to save some money by not purchasing something that you can't afford or don't really want to get, that you've purchased blindly. So there you go. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to me, and I hope you have a great day. Take care and God bless.